So I recently revisited Rob Zombie's Halloween remake, and this is the most controversial Halloween film out there. You have the people that love this film and will defend it till they die, and then you have the opposite side of the spectrum of the people that absolutely hate this film. It is the bottom of the barrel, the worst of the worst, the weakest of the franchise, and I'm here to make my stance on this film. But before I do get into that, I want to give you guys a quick little backstory here. So I've seen Rob Zombie's Halloween a few times now, and I started off absolutely hating this film. I hated its guts. It was the worst. It was the worst film in the franchise for me. And usually when I watch a film, I know exactly how I feel. But this is a film that I've seen a couple times, and with each viewing, this is actually a movie that gets better and better for me. And I'm sure you know where my point's going here. I am a defender of Rob Zombie's Halloween. Like, I'm sure, go ahead, hate on me in the comments saying that I am incorrect. I don't give two shits. Like, I think this is a really solid, fresh, and unique installment in the Halloween franchise. Because I want to give you guys a quick explanation here, because if you reflect back on the previous and the past Halloween films, they're really all, they're really all the same. It's Michael Myers walking around Haddonfield, stabbing people. And, there's not much to it besides that. But at least Rob Zombie, he had the balls to put his hand up and be like, hey, I want to make a story audiences haven't seen before. And now, yes, I will defend Halloween fans here in saying Michael Myers is definitely kept better as a mysterious figure. Like, his background, his childhood, all of that, we're not too sure on. So, I like that. I think that's what makes Michael Myers creepy in the original John Carpenter film. But, I think the amount of films that we're in to the Halloween franchise, I think, there's only so much you can do before it comes to a point where it gets boring and dull. And so, and then when Rob Zombie came around, he wanted to really, change up his formula. He wanted to, give audiences, Michael was a backstory, his origin that we've never seen before. And it was something different, and I really like that approach in this film. I think it really shows the transition from what his childhood was like and how his dad was treating him and how his mother was treating him, and very much growing up in a family that was swearing a lot. I'm gonna skull fuck the shit out of you. Shit like that. And, and seeing how, he was playing with dead animals at first, and that was like a turn on for him, and then he started murdering people, and I think it's a very, very realistic, grounded in reality story here. And, that I really liked. I really liked that in this film. I love Michael Myers' mask in this film. Like, I love how it looks, all rotten and fucking broken down. Like, so good. The mask in this film is so good. And the kills in this film are also really, really solid as well. There's some very neat and gnarly gore in Rob Zombie's Halloween. And, this, really it's the first probably 2 acts of this film that focuses on Michael's backstory, and then it gets into the whole Michael Myers stuff and all that, and you see young Michael's relationship with Loomis and all that, which that was something that was never really dived into in the original. It was hinted at in the future installments, but as far as that original, it was never really addressed what his connection was with Loomis, and at least here we see that more fleshed out here. And that was another thing I really loved. Like, I loved Dr. Loomis in this film. I thought he really did a great job at covering what Donald Pleasence did with Loomis, like in the original film. Because you know, that is tough shoes. You know, that's tough shoes to fill. Like, no one can be as good as Donald Pleasance. But I think for what he did, I think he did a really solid job here. And, you know, like the kid actor as well who played young Michael Myers, I thought it was really solid in this film. I thought it was really solid. I thought it was a creepy-ass motherfucker. And yeah, like, I'm a defender of this film. Like, I mean, I can already see the comment section now. Like, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for liking this film, but I mean, you know, I have my reasons for this, and, you know, I think, you know, this is a film, you know, that's nowhere near as bad as what people, you know, make it out. Because, you know, yeah, you have to look at, you know, at all these franchises, you know, Friday the 13th, you know, it had, you know, Jason X. At least that, you know, that changed up the formula. At least, you know, that wasn't, you know, just Camp Crystal Lake. At least, you know, that was number 8? Number 8, I want to say. You know, that was like number 8 where they send Jason to space. Besides that, it was, you know, it was all just, you know, Camp Crystal Lake, all that. So, I mean, at least, you know, Friday the 13th had the balls. I'm not saying it's a fucking good movie. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying at least they had the balls to do something different. And I respect, you know, I respect that in Rob Zombie's Halloween. I respect that in fucking, I respect that in, you know, I respect that in here as well. And just, yeah, no, I think this is a really solid film. So, anyways, you know, I've done my say. I've done my say on Rob Zombie's Halloween. Lo and behold, the comment section.